All right, guys, welcome back to another video. This is a real brief video. So a lot of you guys have been asking about this OnePlus Nord that I showed you from wirelessplace.com. I'll tell you what, this video is specifically for those people who are worried about network. So I've been using this device on T-Mobile, and it has full 5G for T-Mobile. And it's going to have full 5G for AT&T as well. It's kind of hard to see in there, but it says 5G. And I just downloaded the speed test app, and I didn't open it yet because I wanted to do a speed test real world for you. So let's hit next and let's allow everything. And we'll go ahead and try a speed test and see how this comes out. So as you can see there, T-Mobile. Now it says LTE down there, but it has a 5G logo. So that means it technically is LTE. But let's just check these speeds real quick. But nonetheless, a lot of people ask about these devices and say, it doesn't work in the US. Will it work in the US? These devices that I'm telling you about, folks, I would not lie to you and try to mislead you and just to get you to purchase the device. Again, I don't get any kickbacks or anything like that. But this is the LTE speeds from this device from T-Mobile. And I can just imagine what the 5G speeds will be like. My 5G speeds currently on my 5G devices from T-Mobile are about 80 to 100. This is the OnePlus Nord showing LTE speeds with a 5G logo of 1920 down. Now I've tested this, tested phones that are international models with T-Mobile and AT&T, and they work perfectly fine. But I understand your concern about buying a device that is not officially from a carrier in the US. But this is how it is. Either you take the chance to buy some great devices out there that will offer you coverage in the US, or you settle for what's only offered in the US and what's only offered on your carriers. So with that being said, the OnePlus Nord is totally working on T-Mobile USA. It'll work on AT&T US. It'll work on any GSM provider. It will not work on Verizon. I didn't put my Verizon SIM card in here. I tried my Visible card because I have Verizon and Visible, and I didn't try the Verizon card because the Visible card didn't work. So they're the same carrier. So it's just a Verizon SIM card. So, but yeah, nonetheless, you know, everything is fine on here. No problems whatsoever. Let's open up a speed test here this way and do it this way. This is another one that's directly from the browser, and it'll just grab the closest server and it'll just start downloading just like this. This is another way to try it. So roughly right now, these are LTE speeds, even though the logo says 5G. I think it's pretty cool that it says 5G, but it's not in the settings. It obviously doesn't show 5G, but I wanted to point this out to everybody who had some concerns about some of these devices, specifically this device, because this is a great device for the price. $429 for this device. Hit the link in the description. You will get coverage in the US. This phone is being sold in the US. It's not being imported or anything like that. It is strictly coming from a company that I've been dealing with that is in the US. So bear that in mind. I wouldn't try to send you someplace that I wouldn't deal with myself. I've obviously purchased phones from them before, but this is the type of thing you can look for when you're ready to purchase from wirelessplace.com. And this OnePlus Nord is a fantastic deal. 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, unlocked to all GSM, and you're going to get great speeds in the US. And coverage is just fine. Phone calls, SMS, and everything works. All you have to do is put your SIM card in there and you're good to go, because that's all I did. So again, even though it has a 5G logo up there, really hard to see, but it does have a small 5G logo, but it is in fact a LTE logo. Now let me see if I can get in here and show you the network without exposing my phone number or anything like that. So let me pause for a second. So here you go. You can do 5G, 4G, automatic. You can set them right in the network as preferred. It automatically, when I put this SIM card in here, it went to preferred 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G. Now, before there was no SIM card in here, it didn't have any of this, obviously. But when I put my Visible SIM card in here, it only had the bottom one, 2G, 3G, and 4G. But the T-Mobile one obviously offers 5G, so that's why it's probably showing those 5G options. But anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by for this video. I hope this brings some clarification to people who worry about whether or not these phones work in the US. Again, folks, I would never tell you to buy something that I wouldn't take a chance on myself. So there you have it. This is probably one of the best deals on the internet right now. $429, 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gig, 90 hertz display. I mean, it's putting it down. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.